Hello everyone, welcome to EdCam channel. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about various concentration terms. In the concentration terms, we are going to discuss about mass fraction, molarity, molality, mole fraction, and normality. So let's get started. So this slide we are talking about various uh, mass fraction. So instead of going to mass fraction, first we have to learn what are solutes, what are solvents, and what are solution. I guess these terms is already known to you. Solute, solvent, and solution. Solute are the substance which is added to the solvent to make the solution. So basically solutions are the combination of solute and solvent. So what is the mass fraction? Mass fraction means mass fraction of a compound in a solution in the mass of the component divided by total mass of the solution. This concept we can use. Let's suppose two components are given and he is asking about what is the mass of the one component and what is the mass of the other component. So the simple basic formula that can be given as, let's suppose A and B are two component and the two component mass of A is WA and mass of B is WB. So the mass fraction of A can be calculated as mass of A divided by total mass, that is WA plus WB, and the mass fraction of B is WB divided by WA plus WB. We can take any example. Let's suppose we can take 2 grams plus 4 grams. Two components are mixed and he is asking what is the mass fraction of component A. We can give, like, if this is component A, this is component B, so 2 divided by total component, that is 6. And if he is asking about mass fraction of A, and if he is asking about mass fraction of B, that is 4 divided by 6. In this way we can do the simple calculations. Next slide we are going to talk about molarity. So what is the definition of molarity? Number of moles of solute per liter of solution. What is the meaning? That means the number of mole present 1 liter of solution. So what is the unit? The unit is mole per liter. This you have to remember. So molarity can be defined as number of moles. So how can you calculate number of moles? I think the previous video lecture I have already explained about how to calculate the number of moles. Divided by total volume. Total volume in terms of liter, we have to calculate the volume in liters. If it is given in milliliter, we have to calculate and converted it into liters. So, and there are different terms given. Sometimes the question may ask you about what is semimolar. Semimolar means 1 by 2 m, and decimolar means 0.1 m, centimolar means 0.01 m, millimolar means 0.001 m. Instead of this, you can also use 10 to the power minus 3 also. Here you can use 10 to the power minus 2. So here coming to the molarity, how to calculate number of moles, I think already given. So if the molarity on volume of changes from M1 V1 to M2 V2, so that means this formula we can maximally use in the titration. So just remember M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. And if two solution mixed, then the molarity resulting solution. This solution or this formula we can use when we have two solutions and he is asking about the what is the molarity of the final solution. So here, as we are taken two components, so the formula is just like M1 V1 plus M2 V2 divided by V1 plus V2. Let's suppose he is adding another term M3 or third component. So in the third component, you have to add here M3 V3 divided by V1 plus V2 plus V3, third component. So if he is giving two components and he is asking what is the molarity of the final component, so you can use this formula. Based on this formula, let us try to solve this numerical. A solution is prepared by dissolving 1 gram of NaOH in water to get 250 ml of solution. Calculate the molarity. How can I calculate the molarity? As we know that molarity M is equal to number of moles. What is number of moles? That is given mass 1 divided by, how can you calculate the molar mass of NaOH? Sodium, as we know, that 23, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. This will calculate, it is 40. So 1 by 40 whole divided by, this is the number of moles, and volume of solution in 1 liter. What is the meaning of that? That is volume in terms of liter. So 250 milliliter. Milliliter means you have to convert that into liters. So divided by 1000. So this will be 1 by 4. So 1 by 40, 1 by 4. How much you will get? 1 by 10. Answer. And the unit is molarity M. So in this slide, we are going to talk about molality. So what is the meaning of molality? Molality, it is the number of moles of solute per 1000 gram of solvent. So remember, this is a solvent, not solution. So what is the unit? The unit is mole per kg, and we can pronounce it as a molal. So 1 molal solution, 2 molal solution, 0.1 molal solution, semi-molal solution, like that. So according to the statement, we can write the formula. Molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Remember, this is in kg, and we have to calculate the solvent. And this molality that doesn't change with temperature, because molality don't have any volume term, whereas molarity has volume. So molarity changes with temperature. And again, there is a formula, D is equal to M molarity multiplication 1 by M molality plus X. What is X? Molecular mass of solute. Remember, X is molecular mass of solute. So when we are going to use this formula, whenever the question asks you about there is a relation between density, D stands for density. So density, this is molarity, and M stands for molality. And what is X? X, as I already given, mass of solute. So whenever the question asks you about find the relation or find the value of some terms, unknown terms, and two of these terms are given, and this mass of solute is also given, so you can find out the third term. So use this formula to find out the relation between density, molarity, and molality. So now coming to our concept, molality. So how can you calculate the molality? Number of moles, as we already know how to calculate number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent. So based on this formula, we are going to solve a numerical. I want you to try this numerical and let me know in the comment section. So according to the concept, calculate the molality of solution containing 5.3 gram of anhydrous. Anhydrous means without water. So Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, in 400 gram of water. So what is the moles of solute? Moles of solute, as we already know, molality is equal to number of moles of solute. How can you calculate number of moles of solute? That is given mass 5.3 divided by Na2CO3. How can you calculate the molecular mass of Na2CO3? Sodium is 23 into 2 plus carbon is 12 plus oxygen is 16 into 3. So this whole will be 106. So 5.3 divided by 106 whole divided by, what is the mass of solvent? Mass of solvent is 400 grams. So that is 400 whole divided by 1000. Why 1000? Because we have to convert this mass into kg. So if we'll calculate this whole formula, we will get 0.125 m molal. In the next slide, we are going to calculate, or we are going to understand what is mole fraction. Mole fraction means it is the ratio of number of moles of particular component to the total number of moles. So that means he is asking about if total some mass is given, and he is asking about the what is the fraction of some particular component. So we'll go to the example. Substance A dissolve in substance B. and in their number of moles are Na and Nb. So two components are given, they are dissolved, and number of moles of A is Na, number of moles of B is Nb, respectively. And he is asking about the calculate the mole fraction of A. So what is the mole fraction of A? That is moles of A divided by total number of moles. So we can write it as Na, that is moles of A divided by total number of moles, Na plus Nb. If he is asked about the what is the mole fraction of B, then no, moles of B divided by total number of moles of the solution. So Nb divided by Na plus Nb. Based on this, we can try the numericals. I want you to try the numericals and let me know in the comment section. So we will start. A solution is prepared by adding 360 gram of glucose to 860 gram of water. Calculate the mole fraction of glucose. So glucose molecular mass is given 180. So here in this question is giving us the two component. One of the component is glucose, another component is water. So what is the mass of the glucose? That is 360. We'll solve like this one. Mass, let's suppose the mass is 360 given, the whole divided by first we have to calculate the number of moles of glucose. So 360 by 180, that is 2 moles of component A, or we can write 2 moles of glucose, that is 2 moles of glucose. And we have to calculate number of moles of water also. So for the water, so that is how can we calculate number of moles? Moles is given mass is 864 divided by 18. So this will be 48 gram. So now he is asking about the calculate the mole fraction of glucose. So we know that mole fraction of glucose can be calculated as, that is mole fraction of glucose. So mole fraction of glucose, that is equal to, what is the number of moles of glucose? 2. And what is the total number of moles? That is mole fraction of glucose plus mole fraction of water. So that is 48. So this will be 2 by 50 or 1 by 25. Next slide, we are going to talk about normality. This is very, very important. What is normality? Number of gram equivalent of solute dissolved per liter of solution. So first we have to understand what is this gram equivalent. This is the main confusion, gram equivalent. So N is equal to number of gram equivalent of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. So first we have to understand what is the meaning of gram equivalent. Okay. So, and this formula is the relation between normality and molarity. So what is this N? N is represented as valency factor. Valency factor. So valency factor can be calculated as, let's suppose I'm going to explain it from the basic. Let's suppose we are going to talk about the molecular mass of some acid or some base, as this normality related to the concentration terms. So we are going to talk about acid and bases only. Okay. So let's suppose we are talking about HCl, simple acid. So and it is a monoprotic acid. So HCl, when it dissolve into water, it will give H plus plus Cl minus. So how many H plus is going to produce? That is 1. So its valency factor is equal to 1. If we'll take about the sulfuric acid, H2SO4. So if we dissolve this sulfuric acid in water, it is going to release 2 moles of H plus and sulfate ion. So how many numbers of H plus ion is produced? That is 2. So N factor or valency factor is 2. Or you can take any base. Let's suppose we are talking about NaOH. Okay. So NaOH, it will give sodium plus plus OH minus ion. Here, what is the valency factor? That is 1, because it has released only 1 moles of hydroxide ion. And we can take it as calcium hydroxide. If it will dissolve into water, it will give calcium 2 plus plus 2 OH minus. So the valency factor is 2. So what is the meaning of this valency factor? This valency factor represents the number of H plus or H minus ion produced by acid or bases. Okay. So now, what is the meaning of this number of gram equivalent? Okay. So I am going to relate number of gram equivalent with number of moles. Okay, with number of moles. So let's suppose we are which one we'll take. Let's suppose acid we are taking. Okay, so as we know that I'm going to relate one simple concept on. Let's suppose on 49 uh, 49 grams of H2SO4 is given. Okay, so he is asking about calculate the number of moles. So as we already know that, how can we calculate number of moles? That is given mass of solute, that is 49, whole divided by what is the molecular mass of H2SO4, that is 98. Okay, if we'll calculate number of moles, it will give us 2. Okay, but how can you calculate the number of gram equivalent? It is same concept as number of moles, but only one difference is instead of molecular mass we are going to take equivalent mass. So what is this meaning of equivalent mass? Equivalent mass is equivalent mass. Equivalent mass is molecular mass divided by n factor, as we already calculated here, n factor or valency factor. So if you want to take the equivalent mass of HCl, you have to, because this is N is 1, chlorine is 35.5 and 1 is 6. So equivalent mass is 36.5. Okay, divided by 1 doesn't matter. But here, as the N factor is 2, it will be matter. So what is the equivalent mass of sulfuric acid? So what is equivalent mass of sulfuric acid is molecular mass of sulfuric acid, that is 98, whole divided by what is the N factor? 2. So here this will be 49. Okay, so number of equivalent, that is equal to given mass. What is the given mass? 49 divided by what is the equivalent mass? Equivalent mass is also 49. Okay, so the number of equivalents here, it will be 1. Whereas if you will calculate the same thing for the number of moles, that will be 2. So the whole concept is, whenever we are relating with number of equivalents and number of moles, only one difference is the valency factor, and we have to remember these factors. For acid it is number of H plus ion, for base it is number of OH minus ion. Now depending upon that, n factor is calculated. So now coming to our concept, normality, number of gram equivalent of the solute. So I think this number of gram equivalent is clear. Okay, so number of gram equivalent, let's suppose I'm going to relate this with a numerical, same thing we are going to talk. So the question is, let's suppose 49 gram of sulfuric acid is given, and he is asking about dissolve or dissolve this solution in some 500 milliliter of solution or volume. So he is asking about calculate the normality. So how can you calculate the normality? So as we already know, number of gram equivalent. So number of gram equivalent is 49 divided. This is the given mass of the solute divided by uh, sulfuric acid H2SO4. Its molecular mass is 98 divided by n factor. So what is this factor? This factor is equivalent mass, and total divided by volume of solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter, that is 500 by 1000. So that is 1 by 2. And this will be, this is 1 by 2. This will be, this is 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. So this will be 1. 1 divided by 1 by 2, so it will be up. So normality is 2. Similarly, if you want to calculate the same thing, if you want to calculate same question, if you want to calculate the molarity, that is 49 divided by, here it will be 98, okay, whole divided by 500 by 1000. So 500 by 1000 it will be, so above will be 1 by 2 and this will be 1 by 2. So total will be 1 molar. So I guess you can also relate what is the normality here, 2. What is the molarity here, 1. So can we relate this formula as we saw that normality is 2, molarity is 1. What is the n factor for sulfuric acid? That is 2. So I think this equation is clearly valid. So remember this equation, relation between normality and molarity. The next slide we are going to talk about little bit deeper problem from normality. In this problem, we are going to deal about mixing of different solutions. Okay, so we are going to mix acid acid, acid base, and both acid and base. First we'll go to acid and acid. Okay, so whenever two solutions, HCl, H2SO4, these are two solutions, whenever they are mixed, so the final solution, the normality of final solution can be calculated as N1 into V1 plus N2 V2 divided by V1 plus V2, just like we saw in the molarity problem. So what is this normality? This normality is the final normality after mixing HCl and H2SO4. So whenever he is asking about third terms, you just add the third term, that is plus N3 V3 divided by V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay. So based on this, we are going to solve these numericals. I think you try the numerical and let me know in the comment section. Here, what is the normality of HCl? That is DC normal. What is the meaning of DC normal? That is 1 by 10. Okay. And what is the volume? 100 milliliter. And the second solution is sulfuric acid. It is semi-normal. Semi-normal means 1 by 2. Okay, and the volume is 100 milliliter. Simply, he is asking about calculate the normality of mixing solution. So as we already know, normality is equal to, what is N1? 100, 100 into 1 by 10 plus this one will be volume is 100 into 1 by 2. Okay, whole divided by, what is the total volume? That is 100 plus 100, that is 200. So if we'll solve it, this will be 10 plus this will be 50, whole divided by 200. So 10 plus 50 will get 60 divided by 200, and the answer will be 0.3 normal. Question is asking about mixing hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid as and base, sodium hydroxide. So how to solve this type of problems? So first you see, so whenever such numericals are given, try to multiply the volume and normality and find out the number of equivalents. If the number of equivalents of acid is more than the number of equivalents of base, then subtract the number of equivalents of acid minus base. If the number of equivalents of base is more than the number of equivalents of acid, then subtract the base minus acid. What I am talking about, see, N1 and V1. What is meaning of N1 and V1? N1 is normality, that is number of equivalents by volume. If you multiply it with the volume, what will be left? This is number of equivalents. Okay, so number of equivalents you have to find out first for acid as well as base. So how can you find out the number of equivalents of acid? So as it is already given that 50 milliliter. So 50 into 1 by 2 for acid plus 50 into 1 by 5, this is for sulfuric acid. So what is the number of equivalents? This one is 25 plus this one is 10. So this is 35. Okay. and you have to calculate the number of equivalents of base. So 200 into 1 by 10. So for the base number of equivalents, that will be 20. Now tell me, which equivalent is more? That is acid. So what we have to do here, we have to get the final normality mixing the solution, just you have to subtract the bigger one minus the smaller one. Which one is the bigger one? That is 35, and that is for acid, minus the smaller one is base, whole divided by V1 plus V2, or we can say that the total solution or total volume of the solution. What is the total volume of the solution? This one is 50 milliliter, this one is 50 milliliter, this one is 200 milliliter. So 50 plus 50, 100 plus 200, this one is 300. Okay, so I'm writing the concept here. So this will be 15 by 300. What is the answer for 15 by 300? That is 0.05 normal. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to connect with me in my social media, my Instagram account is this, my Twitter handle is this, and please like this video and subscribe to EdCamp channel. Thank you all.